All right, let's talk about one of those classic grammar traps that gets pretty much everyone. Advise versus advice. I promise, by the time we're done here, you are never going to mix these two up again. You know that feeling, right? You're typing an email, you pause, and you just stare at the word, wondering, did I get that right? It is such a common mix-up, but honestly, the solution is way simpler than you think. So let's do it. Let's put this one to bed, for good. Here's how you can get it right every single time. Okay, you ready for the big secret? The key isn't buried in some super complicated grammar rule. Nope, it's all in the way the words sound. And the best part is, you're probably already saying them correctly without even realizing it. That's our first big clue. Here it is, the simplest trick in the book. Just listen. Advise ends with a buzzing Z sound, just like the word prize. But advice ends with a hissing S sound, like mice. Go ahead, say it out loud. Advise, prize. Advice, mice. That little sound difference, that's everything. So let's start with the one that sounds like prize. Advise. That S and that buzzing Z sound should be your signal that this is the action word, this is our verb. This is the part where you're actually doing something. And here's the official definition. As a verb, advise means to give a recommendation, or sometimes, in a more formal way, it means to officially inform someone about something. But just remember that Z sound, advisee. Here's a perfect example. The doctor is performing an action. What did the doctor do? He advised her. See, it's the action in the sentence. It's the verb. And here it is again. I advise. It's a direct recommendation, a verb that's telling someone what they ought to do. You can really feel the action in that sentence. Now this one shows that other meaning, to notify. She performed the action of informing me. It's still a verb, just in a slightly more formal context. So the bottom line is, advice is always the doing word. All right, on to our second word, advice. So if advise is the action, then advice, with that C, is the result of the action. It's the thing itself. It's the helpful tidbit you either give or you get. And here's the breakdown. Advice is a noun. It is the guidance or the recommendation being offered. And remember that sharp S sound, just like in mice or nice? You can't advise someone, but you can definitely give them advice. See the difference here? Advice is the thing she gave me. It's a noun, an object in the sentence, just like if she'd given me a book or a gift. And right here, you're asking for something. You're asking for a thing, a piece of information. You're asking for advice. In this case, advice is being used as a concept, as an idea. It's the subject of the whole sentence. Once again, it's a noun. It's a thing, not an action. Okay, the sound trick is fantastic, but what if you're writing and you still have that moment of doubt? Well, I've got a substitution test for you that works every single time. So here's how it works. For the noun, try to replace the word with assistance. If the sentence still sounds right, you need advice with a C. For the verb, try to swap in assist. If that makes sense, then you need advise with an S. All right, let's try it out together. Look at the sentence, I need your... Which one fits? Can you say, I need your assistance, or I need your assist? I need your assistance works perfectly. And since assistance fits, we know we need the noun form. So the correct word here is advice with a C. Simple as that. Okay, let's do one more. Could you blank me on this? Does could you assistance me sound right? Or does could you assist me sound better? Yeah, of course, could you assist me is the one that works. And since our verb substitute, assist, fits right in there, we know we need the verb form. So the correct word is advise with an S. So there you have it. You've got two amazing tools in your toolkit now. Between the sound trick, prize versus mice, and the substitution trick, assist versus assistance, you are all set. The confusion is officially gone. And here it is, the final takeaway, all in one simple chart. Just remember, advice is the verb, the action, with that Z sound, like prize. Advice is the noun, the thing, with the S sound like mice. So now that you can write with total confidence, the only question left is, whose advice are you going to take, and who are you going to advise? You've got this.